Alright, hey there, today's Monday, the 27th or 28th, just give me one moment, and at the whole of the disaster I'm working through with this, which is Monday 28th of January 2018, and this is 12:30, noon past already. And the same Your Honors, Justice Bodies, and Your Majesties, not for last no one, you asked me to making with Brandon Eister, one little video at the reference of some new event which is old as well and we're happening permanently. You know, I have been with a lot of ideas, and permanently Guillermo Supreme with its Diablos were rubbing to me with profanations and sorceries all over, which still, and now what so obsessively making the turns on the way that I will rub them with mind control and they will be accepted because of they will be with the whole Sodoma, bulges, sorry my terms, to provide this official firma, Policía Federal Argentina, especially Prefectura Naval Argentina, Gendarmería Nacional, CIDE, Policía de la Ciudad Now, and the whole of the bodies which associated to them, PSA, Policía de Seguridad Aeroportuaria Argentina, and also Ejército Argentino Armada Argentina, naturally, with Kirchner, Sol, and Tribunales Argentina permanently. Now, I suppose they will rub with mind control and new acoustics invention and the best ever design for the coefficients and the best of. I will rub them and I will show it what I'm gonna do and what I just went to buy, that I will be doing the rest of all that. They will be the brilliant existence of the Holy Two and Holy permanently because of his business and the business of the bulge. They goes to kidnap, rape and murder to blame the superiority of the government of the world. And so makes basements, knows about this, are permanently making invention of cases, so watching how can they kidnap, getting inside here, taking it all, and we so mad, everything is true. Disfigurating, twisting, switching, and like always, like with the whole my devices, except the computer, the tablet, and the Huawei, the rest were all switch, right? Policía Federal Pollos, de Generalitos, and Farmitos. So I'm sorry for this. The reality for while enduring the whole of the groping in my life, they will be all I am, the whole expression, and I will be the shit that they will decide I to be. Now, there's a long ago I were thinking about using an old Panasonic hi-fi. I love you all there. Matsushita Electronics Corporation from Japan, Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia. As a reference for this class of acoustic speakers, hi-fi, which is no big but delivers 50 watts on complete harmonics presence, RMS, for a bass, a woofer, and a mid-high frequencies, which you need full range, woofer range, to introducing something as much I were wanting so long, reason why I avoid piezoelectric on high definition frequencies, to giving a best ever presence for what this can really provide. I had the idea to making so much things like permanently to trying to provide myself a better way to living through and trying to comfort my days, and also there in a moment idea to start producing backpacks Morales, light male pierces or any other uses. Morales will be like Siembas at English Kaistas case. Like for, I could have an economical resource to find out some self-volume batches to handle and to make it something around. So suddenly, in the middle of it all, permanently have been Guillermo Supreme and its Diablas and Farmas in jealousy and greeting all I am and all I do, telling that I will rob them and permanently like done so much other, especially to our people, Jewish, to robbing and making up behind the whole of the scenes with Tribunales Argentina and Forensics Argentina and the whole of the sickness of Gobierno de la Ciudad de Buenos Aires and the whole of the Paris, like always were, Sodoma Babylonia, the head of all. and making with witchcraft the supposed I am in a church, I am fine, I'm holy, I'm alright, and I am in an institution of the Lord, and I have the authority and anointment, and everybody can give the testimony, so he's the one. And like any demon, the arm Fermon, ponete la armadura, play the shield, put the shield on, and go ahead and do the job, because of we strip it, and Lord will give us. The learning that can't go to any other galaxy, but you are found to saying that everything that I've done and I gave you with the Ruach Elohim and also what you have been doing with the JHA'I will be theirs, and we will rob them. And they will never have rights to anybody to put in for, sorry my terms, and to be broken in two, but the appreciation of the spiritual of Sodom, Argentina, for they to be glorious, and we will never have to pay them that way because of God will punish us. About we will never have to be paying for that, and God will be mercy of Sodom and Gomorrah on the rape, massive rape and destruction and sacrificials, because of we will cost them that. About Evangelicals Argentina. And the same especially me, the supposed beast. Now, so I will rob them, the Morales, the backpacks, and the whole precious and health, and they go for the architecture, go for the engineering, go for medicine, surgeons, and go for everything, because we can't take it allowed. Who is him? We didn't give permission for. So, like with everybody else, because of they will say they will be the ones of God. I'm sorry, okay. Turn 4. Huawei. I will rob them as well in the tablet and the computer, and also the speakers and the all ruined Panasonic of 2000s, the AK25, which is a very flat, simple works. Alright, it's amazing, but I'm gonna developing acoustics so I can better width of ranges and the best precise sound I can appreciate, and maybe some senses about to get the best to do. So further this, the reality of I will rob them, also these artists, because of Tribunales Argentina makes acts and orders to killing them, then it will be them all, and I will never have to kill them because if I will ever understand spiritually, because if I will be a teller, and I will be a demon, that I can accomplish with the orders of Tribunales, otherwise they're going to make the disaster, but they can be sure first where you're found, so millions of trillions of centillions of year lights away, and I desire, sorry, that you too be, sorry, enough F-word and killed, and what always says, did you reach already? Now is your turn. And the sickness that they need. So, Diablos Enfermos, Argentina, perra sucia. Sorry, the victims and innocents apart. The way I always say, but we know what we talk about and it's true. Sorry for this. Maldita mierda, te arranco a pedazos y te mando al infierno, shala. Okay, sorry for this. The idea, I bought a polyweb because of it's cheaper. I don't come with much dealing war economy money around here, and also with the fever of the sicknesses, which makes it worse. But pine wood will be awesome, and so much other phenolics or any other will be just greater, and because it has more substantial differences between acoustics, but this works okay, like about, works really fine. So, the reality of this is 60 centimeters height, speakers with a big litrate for what it is reflex bass, and a very cabinet unique for mid on capsular pressure, mid frequencies, and piezoelectric on high frequencies to connect a very complete range and giving a width. And on the back of the complete of the division superior, one unique tube, square tube, like a parallelogram. On the outside to the left and right speakers, the surround 3.5 woofer. On pressure sound capsulated. So the reality of this will introduce the possibility for I to enjoy a little bit more music on my own use, and I will route because they will be the genius of the whole I am and the whole I do. Alright, the same with you, if they has a chance. Okay, the reality is, I have been thinking this for so long ago, and the idea to making this with a woofer with this 3.5 full range woofer of Samco, exactly the corporation of these components that Panasonic used for these models. Samsung Corporation. In the middle of the reality for the best ever expression of what I can enjoy over home theater class in a very bad moment, which going through, and an old broken hi-fi that doesn't work. So CD doesn't work, cassette case, but works amazing for the sound. Further joysticks that fails a little bit. I have been trying to buy a used hi-fi so I could use the power with these same speakers. But I thought about making this, and I found the opportunity because of it were certain accessible, not cheap. I don't count with the whole of the extraction of my best ever normal right and duty about the person I am and what I do and my earning, so I can go ahead and buy whatever that I want or do whatever that I want with my right. But in Argentina, sickness of hell, putting the people victims on the hostage to not be murdered, which is true. Tribunales de mierda, le voy a arrancar a pedazos, apart for they did not get dead, so I can forward. I'm sorry for that. Then, the reality of this is cement contact for wood, which is best, quicker, and really tough, and making 160 per 21, which 19 actually, case over 1 box, upper division for double division of the behind, side, surround, and front mid-high frequencies and literature for the woofer reflex. So naturally, also with this, making a complete with this angle, the mark in front with terciada on 4 millimeters, which is going to give me, like any acoustic instrument, some reflection for what it is, the resonance, over giving a sweating ever sound and increasing the values which as harmonics, and also for the inside structure for the cover on terciada, to keeping and providing with angles in a mark the whole of the stock enough and the variado staker right structure for the screwing speakers on the inside part, like the guitar's structure on the cover, similar, but for this use. Now, the reality to trying to keep and providing this myself is they has a case that they will come into my house and showing, because of they let me do, that it's exactly that they have done, and they will show that I will make in my control and rock all the time with Teletab. Like the rest and the whole of the stereo dome, stereo board, crafters, cars, levitation cars, transcontinental bridges, the whole of the future down with the whole of the in general, the whole of the bestest that will be UBA, UCA Argentina, El Salvador Kennedy, Moron uses, and the whole of the shit, presuming to be UTN, the extraction of the whole I am, at the professional because of they has a title, and an artifact of perros regenerados in tribunales and forensics, presuming that they can be a government or some authority or some real thing, and the experts that they says it's true. But everyone wants a piece of invention of any shit, and they knows what they has to say and do, because of they learned enough about how it is, to masking and twisting and distorting and disfigurating and making the business. Like I am, he said, the power of Argentina. Tierra de mierda. Okay, sorry my terms. Then at the reference of this, I'm gonna making the whole chop, and I have some fabrics, acoustics. Polyurethane is not the best, but even a little bit tough for what it is, the sound, but makes certain suspension over the rev to much increase, so reduces a little bit and works. Polyurethane foam on 10 millimeters, I have a lot, which for I couldn't make the backpacks, I couldn't make the handbags, so my business, I have a lot of material. Also, Oxford fabrics, costurated polymer fabrics, which I'm going to use to make the complete of the trust. Instead of spending more money, I'm going to keep in this and stock it just with a little cement. I think it's going to work. So Elishel asked me to do it that way. I'm going to do it in the front panels. If I can find out PVC plugs in a very accessible price, I'm going to make the whole structure with the fabrics that I bought, that I have there somewhere, for the making like the normal this. Then the structural with enclosure, a little bit kept, or kept clips for enclosure for wood, just with a normal structural, and keeping the presence with Panasonic right on the below. So I'm gonna make a homemade product for I can enjoy a little bit more music without no fevered marica of church walls, sorry my terms, of Armed Forces Argentina, ofensa, te voy a arrancar la cabeza, Sotoma. And the reality for them, invention and paper software also fences us for whatever sickness that they've been doing my entire life, and still persuading school upon me with the immerse handle and polishing the techniques for their two delighters. Whatever I have the right answer, I can show you. Anything to mask him forward. So I'm gonna forward. So that the reality of this, and I'm sorry my terms, is exactly I'm gonna work in my enjoying celebration. And I don't know, may works, may not, but I'm gonna try. So I cut to making the reflex on the back. It's 2¼ inches, and I'm gonna use this piece. This element is a very tube which any speakers has front or back. So I'm gonna use this same, like a part form, and extensions inside so I can use the large of the whole of the cables. So I can introduce the normal on the tab for the compartment of the literature of the reflex gas, one cut from the border so I can make it with some purity and trying to establishing some plastic, why not, enclosure or some element that I can use, because if I don't have a driller at this moment, and I am gonna doing this like an artistic handmaiden with not much tools but a very rustic ways. And I hope this will work enough. So I'm going to make the whole of the mark and the whole of the inside structure for there to be with this contact cement that makes it easier, is quicker, is tougher, it's still colder, the wood glue, and delivering one instant for if I get enjoying some better music and putting on the top my 100 watts RMS and saying son of a goddamn, go the hell and yourself in the goddamn hell, you all together. And you blow chop happy in the hell forever and you're not going to have any other inner evangelicals, and it's exactly what you got. Shala. Sorry, my brothers. Alright. I'm going to take a moment because if I don't have credit here, and I will wrap also this video and the whole I'm saying and the whole of the project to making also the design and also the whole we already have done there with the whole of the corporations over incrementally what an old hi-fi can keeping developing a little bit acoustics on boxes and the horns and the suspension horns and the cover over acoustics using rosewood, using caoba, using I don't know, paradise wood, using abeto, and also covers over one best ever acoustic moment to introducing horns with resonance like there will be any normal understanding as I provided. Alright, I don't know. Let's work it out, and I hope this to be cute enough, and I hope this to work finally enough. And I'm gonna have, like I tell you, putting credit here so I can upload in this video that they have done already, and they had it first. Like evangelicals, they've done everything first, you know. And I would run and fought, reason why they can switch everything. And have you seen when you get in the house, but first go to each friends and them all up and doing the job? I'm sorry, my brothers. Tierrita de mierda te reventé la vida. Sorry for my terms. So let's make this to work for somehow. You know, I owe you. I'm sorry. The reality is, I'm gonna be working today in this. If I can at least have one simple box, I think I have a bad cut for what it is the in division for the literature, and I'm gonna have to go for a best dimensions or figuring it out as much as I can do with that. I'm so sorry. So let's make it up so this will work, you know. Alright. I'm gonna try this to have a sense as best that I want to do. So further, if this works or not, if a rustic or not rustic, if a bad manufacture or a miserable presence of something that I had an intention to do in a very limitation and so precarious way to making around, just to having some celebration that even though I can have an emission of my intestines with a very happy smell around saying I am still the person I am. I'm sorry, my rude and vulgar moment, but it's exactly goddamn son of a hell of Sodom. Let's go to hell. Alright, I'm gonna go if I can, or just making the SOS and Movistar. Are you gonna help them to steal Buenos Aires? Do I lie or not? Did they do it and you corroborate like a witness of the state that it stands and not mine, and you still make the paper of another, and we've done to it here, and you're delighted you have done everything we said, but there we still gotta fuck. So sorry the word. Turned up enough in practical turners with my picture. So I submit on your power and your control domain, my power, my spirit, so nothing affects you out, and you can make through me. I'm sorry, my dears. Forgive me for beep. That's gonna happen now, or already. So the reality of the essentials of this disgusting sickness of a land, they got to die, except victims. So I do. Let's make it sad. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry again, my terms, and so tired, and you know the rest. Forgive me, please. Okay, 12:51 on a very video that it's gonna demand me. What problem? They done first. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna try to SOS. Shit. Alright, if any works. I'm sorry. Okay. Because of my neighbor, the kiosk dude, aimed at the time because of had a very important